guys, and welcome to my channel on this sunny but chilly New Mexico afternoon. Today we're going to be working on a comforter and a pillow, and I didn't want to use anything super bright, and I know this fabric is really the print is way too big, and so I don't want to go dig into my bag of fabric, but I guess I should, because see the print on this. I mean, unless you don't, it doesn't matter to you what print you use. See, this wouldn't fit this bed, but yeah, I guess I'm going to go dig around and see if I can't find a better box of fabric. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so I'm going to say this fabric is probably way better. We did our mattress, we did our frame. I'm not going to paint the frame or do too much more with the bed until after I've shown you how to do the comforter, because since I've got this pink and this green, I may match this bed up to that color. We might just get all kinds of crazy. So if you hear voices in the background, you're hearing me. What I'm doing is I give people watch time on the weekends, and I will go through my subscriptions and I will pick an artist, a content creator, and then I just play that music. I play all, and I will play your videos for about an hour, and then I'll switch it off, and then I'll play somebody else's videos for about an hour, and then I'll switch off. So okay, so we're going to look at this. This is a good way to determine how big you're going to want it, how far over the bed you're going to want it to go. And I'm looking now for my measuring mats. I have 2 of them. I've been cleaning my room, guys, and so everything's kind of just stacked up. We'll go with this one. I know it's pretty dirty, but we'll go with this one. Felt like I had a tear all the way through, but I guess not. Okay, so we know that our mattress, I think we went 5. Yeah, our mattress is 5 by 6. So you're going to want a little overhang, depending on how ornate you want your comforter to be. So I'm going to go with probably 7 by, let's try 7 by 7 and see if that's going to work. So yes, so I don't always have time to comment on everybody's videos, but I do go through, like I said, on the weekends. Well, anytime I'm in my craft room, anytime I get that opportunity, I come in. I'm going to go, you know what, I'm going to go 7.5. This way we can make sure we're right on the money. And I'm kind of looking under, following the line as closely as I can. And I should have probably just put this on my Cricut. So if you guys are fortunate enough to own a Cricut, you can do your measurements if you know if your measurements are gonna be correct. I lost my mattress, guys. Isn't that awful? Here it is. That's a very dingy looking mattress, but we're going to go with it. Okay, so now what did I do with the piece that I cut? Is this it? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so you can see now I've got a room up at the top and I got room down at the bottom. Now the bottom will actually just tuck in. But I want to make sure I have enough on both sides to go to the floor and to go to the floor. So I'm going to go just a little bit past, and there's a method to my madness, because on the last one that I did, I didn't get it big enough. Okay, so you got two choices here. You can just cut this. I'm going to show you the easiest, followed by the easiest and the fastest. Okay, so you get them right about even. So we're going to go across. So we got 1 inch. Pretty sure that was 1 inch. And you got to allow room for your mattress. So it's more like 1.5 inches. So we're going to come in 1.5 inches. Trying to stay in focus here. So we're going to come in 1.5 inches. And we're going to mark it. I've used all, I was doing my junk journal videos earlier, and I had 2 pencils out, and both of them are gone. Now somewhere I have a really super fancy, it's called fabric, it's a fabric marking pen. So we're going to go right here, we'll cut a line here, and then from this corner we're going to come in 1.5 inches. And we'll make a mark here, right? Then we're going to flip it around. And we may need to come further down. Mark here. And we're going to mark here. Okay? So now when you go to put this on your bed, I'm putting my pretty edge to the top. See, it's that factory edge. Now see, that's way too much. I thought I was on, and I'm off on the bottom. So let's just do it this way. Oh, wait, did I mark it on the right side? Let's make sure. Yeah, I was just too far off. Let's do this. I mismarked, guys, because see here, it almost looks normal. So we're going to flatten that. We're going to come down here, and here, and there, and there. And I'm only going to cut up a little ways. I'm going to cut up about 1 inch, 1.5 inches. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to cut up 1.5 inches because it's going to fit that corner nice and neat. And we were 1.5 inches from the floor to the top of the bed. Okay, my little scissors don't want to work. And then we'll flip this around. And we're going to come up 1.5 inches on this side. And we're going to stop right there. I can barely see my mark, guys. I'll just darken my line there. Okay, and then from here 1.5 inches. And follow my line. And we're going to flip it around and we're going to do the same thing on this side. I didn't realize I had already cut 3 of those corners. How about that? Okay, so we're going to come up 1.5 inches on this side. So now then, our mattress back. you've got room to tuck everything in. And how I normally do it is I pull this bottom piece up and then I glue it, because this is all I'm going to do. This is as fancy as this one's going to get. And then I'll make a pillow for the top. I put all my glue away. How can you believe that? What a stretch of the imagination. Let me get my open one. Can't believe I did that, guys. So for this one, I will glue this bottom because it's going to be tucked under. And then we've got to paint the bed. So I don't want to put it down yet until we get the frame painted. But we can put this one down. And so see how nice that's going to look on the bed. I think I got it too far over. And there we go. So that's nice and straight. That's all tucked in. Now you can opt to tuck this piece in as well, because we're going to make a pillow for that edge. Okay. Now we'll come along. You could hem this bottom piece, just like so, or you can glue it, which is what we're going to do. We're going to glue. And then I want to finish, like I said, I want to finish the frame, because when we pick this bed up, it's also going to pick the length of your comforter up. So don't get ready to do it all at once. Okay, and then here I went a little too far. So what I'll do is I'll just glue that right up so that you can't see it. And then I know I got that line, but I can't get rid of that line unless I want to wash it right now with hairspray, and I don't. So the other thing you could do also is put a blanket folded along the bottom, and that would hide those blemishes. But I like it the way it is. I'm not at all disappointed. I could have brought my it's not too late. I could have brought this in a little further. And re-glue that. And that will bring that down to where it needs to be. See? You're going to have a little bit of a gap no matter what, unless you're like more spot on than me. And I think we can still bring that in. We can still bring it in just a little further. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just put it right here to the corners. Just like that. But the thing is if you bring it too far, then you've got the same issue in a different direction. But you get the idea. You draw it all down. And then when you're done, you're gonna glue this one as well. And your pillow will go on there. Okay, so there we go. That is our comforter so far, and we will not finish the comforter until we've put the legs on the bed. But you got a good start. You know how it's gonna look. And then with that being said, like I said, now I think I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna find a green paint that matches that. So let's look for a paint that I think will go good. That's a little dark, but it does look good. It's kind of a sage green. I don't know if I have a sage green or not. That's a nice enamel green, but it's not a sage green. Not a sage green, guys. Well, what is this? That's Kelly green. Let me go off camera and find a matching green if I can. If not, we'll go with a pink. Well, guys, unfortunately, I didn't have a matching green. So all we're going to do here, I'm just going to go with the real pretty white. And once I get the white done on here, super white, I think I'll go back and cover it with the glossy Mod Podge. So it's a real shiny, like an enamel white bed. And I think that'll look good. So our glue is dry. Our work is done. And we can go back. I chose to paint this. You could decorate it any way you want. But again, I'm either going to sell or give away this furniture as I make it. It won't be kept. I have too much, y'all. I just have too much, and I have most of my walls are already, or walls. Most of my houses are all decorated already. So again, I don't need to keep all the furniture I make. And on that note, I did mail out the giveaway winner. Did contact me. I didn't get the email. She did show me that she had sent it on time. So I got that dollhouse mailed out. But I got to tell you guys, that's probably going to be the last huge giveaway like that I do. That mailing out that dollhouse kit was almost $22. If you can believe that. Can you believe that? All right. Now I could do some decorating on here, and that's probably what I should have done, was show you guys how cool that can be. Do I have anything done? Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did have something that would look okay on here. So we're going to put this right center, okay? Oh, man. Did y'all see that one coming? So the first thing we're going to do, just smearing that all over the back, is get me something to clean my hands up with. Okay, that's as cleaned up as I'm going to get. So we got this. I'll put it upside down, get paint everywhere else again. I hope y'all are laughing. It's almost funny. Okay, so I'll take this is called Zig 2A glue. And I got this idea from Heather. Oh, she had a Heather, and I cannot remember. She had a YouTube channel for a while, and she did a lot. She did this like totally cool gothic diorama, and she made all of this neat stuff. And I cannot think of the last name, but Heather Works, I think, or Thicket Works. Heather of Thicket Works. So anyhow, pretty cool stuff. And I've had it for a very long time. So we got that glued, and we're going to just go kind of center of the bed. And let that dry. And I think I'll go in and I'll paint it a dark color just to see how it works, and then go back over it with white. But we got plenty of bed to paint here without waiting on that to dry. So you're probably going to want to go over this with a couple of coats and get everything painted white. I forgot to bring in some water to clean my brushes. I think I have a brush. Yeah, I have water right there. I thought I had messed up. Oh, so next week I'm going to be working on the Barbie house. I put up a quick before video, and so I've done some work on it, but really the holdup was getting carpet and getting paint. And while I was out yesterday, I got the carpet and I got the paint, and so hopefully on Wednesday during my crafting group I get to finish that. Now I'm getting some curling here, and this is normal when you're using thin cardboard. So my advice to you is to go ahead and put something a little stronger on here, maybe popsicle sticks, unless you don't mind the bowing and the bending. Again, mine is tutorial purposes only. This bed will be either given away or disposed of. And I can come back in later and straighten it. So there's our bottom white. Not going to see the sides, but if you want to paint it, more power to you. Again, I'm not, because this thing isn't going to last long. Okay, let me wash my brush and I'll show you how this looks once we're done. All right, so we're almost out of time. I'm just going to show you real quick. You saw we glued that piece down. So I'm going to take, whoa, that one is not mixed up. Hopefully I didn't just ruin it. That there's enough oil in there. If not, I'll just put a little glycerin in there. I can hear it. Can you hear it? It's like this lump. We just need a little tiny drop though. Come on, one drop. That's what happens when you don't use your paints very often. Okay, so we're just going to go over this little, it's still very thin, but I just want to stain it anyhow. I just want it to be able to show through the white, you know what I mean? Like, and I'll have to make another one for the footboard. And I'm going to do this off camera, and when we come back, magically it'll be done. Okay guys, miraculously enough, with my heat tool we got it dry quickly, and now I'm just going to go over it with the white paint. And if, I mean, I've not done this before to be honest, but it should kind of bleed through and give you that appearance, kind of a stained look. And there we have it. We now have a headboard that's been embellished actually. So you just paint over, and you're going to see that addition. See? So when you're looking at it against the wall, I hate how shiny that is, but you'll see it. If I could just get it dark, see? And that's going to show up against the wall. I think I'll put it in the room box and then you can see. It's going to be darker than the rest of your bed. So once it's dry, again, you can go back and you can recoat it. So 2 or 3 coats of paint. God, focus, focus. Hocus pocus focus. Anyhow, 2 or 3 coats of paint and you'll be able to see it. A hint of it underneath. Come on, there we go. And the more of these, you could glue 2 or 3 of these on top of each other, and it would show up even more. But there we go. There's our headboard and our comforter and our mattress. And then the only thing left to do is, of course, put the legs on. And I have the cardboard to do that with, and then we can paint the rest of the cardboard. But for this episode, guys, that's it. In the next one, we'll put the mattress and the comforter on after we add the legs. So it won't be much. And in the next video, I want to show you some other ideas that I have to put additions, some decorations in the room, and we're going to make them homemade. All right, thanks for watching.